Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp, and today we're going to be looking at how those odds have been acting up for the game between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. How you doing today, Jordan?
Doing good, Dax. Thanks, man.
All right, my man. So here we have the New Orleans Saints that opened up the lines as minus 3.5-point favorites. Now, since then, that line crept all the way up to -5 and -5.5 as BetOnline and PinnacleSports.com currently have them. Now, where do we actually think that this line could close out? I don't know, but what about you, Jordan?
I think it could probably stay at 5.5, but Bovada has it at 6 right now, and it's all the way up from 2.5. So it wouldn't surprise me, honestly, to see it go up or down. I'm not quite sure where I think it will go yet because it's been very volatile so far throughout the week. But I will say that at some point, there's obvious reasons here why the line has gone up so much, and it does appear that the Saints may be back in favor. I don't know for sure, but 2 weeks in a row they've looked like a pretty damn good football team. And if they do it again here against another pretty good football team, the San Francisco 49ers, I think your Aints can start becoming the Saints again, man, because like we've talked about the last 2 weeks, nobody seems to want to win the NFC South. So they're actually the ones that's starting to look like the best team in the division. So we'll see if they play like it. But on the line side of things, I could continue to see it go up. I mean, it would not surprise me to see it, settle at 6 points before the end of Sunday. I think that at a point, this is way overreaction from last week with the Niners. But I think that the Saints, if they can find their defense, which they did start to last week, this is a dangerous football team. But up until last week, their defense has been playing pretty horrific. So if the same defense shows up this week, then I think we can turn them back into the Saints, Dax.
Dude, man, but I mean, the whole deal is that defense, and Rob Ryan, the way that he's been running things, you never know. You might have a good one, you might have a bad one. It's just that inconsistency that he brings to the table is just so gut-wrenching in this case. Because, I mean, you look at your team, you got a fucking great offense, they're the number 2 ranked overall, and they're just being hindered by their defense, So something's got to definitely give in this case. I mean, I've liked what I've seen so far in the last couple of games, and I know that they're going to be, trying to run the ball a little bit more right now. But the problem is, they're going up against San Fran, and albeit they did lose against the Rams because of a boneheaded move that Kaepernick and Harborough did, but still, they're the number 2 defense in the whole league. So that kind of has me a little bit worried that if they can and if they find a way to shut down Breeze and the pass game, they're going to have to rely on Mark Ingram a lot, and he's just coming back from his injury and all, so that might wear him out a little bit more. And I don't really know who else they have to cover for Ingram. I believe that Pierre Thomas is still injured and Cadet as well. So, I mean, that to me right there is just a signal telling me, we might have a possibility. We're playing at home. We have that advantage. We have Breeze throwing the ball perfectly. All that adds up. But, to cover a spread at 5, 5.5, even 6, and if it keeps on going up, I trust my team, and, I'm going to back them all the way, win or lose. But to actually see them cover that might be a little bit difficult. I'm thinking that this is going to be a really tight game, and it's probably going to be decided, by 3 points or maybe even less, man.
So you are taking points with the San Francisco 49ers?
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to take San Fran on this one because, I'm never going to bet against my team. But, it's just a way for me to think right now that, I do want to give the benefit of the doubt to my team just because, I'm a Saints fan and all. But to actually bet on them and hope that they cover this game is just a little – I don't know. I don't have that, that security that I had maybe a couple years ago when the team was playing, at its best, or 3 years ago. So, I mean, at this point right now, I want to say that the Saints are going to win, but I want to think that they could actually maybe cover it. But the way that I see it right now, it's probably going to be a close, tight game, not even, by 3 points. It could be a point difference, That's at least the way I see it right now. And again, I don't want to jinx my team, knock on wood, but it's just the whole point right now that where they are. You never know what you're going to get out with that defense.
I just, with the 49ers defense, to me, and I'm going to kind of change, I don't know if you agree with me in this or not, but the 49ers defense to me is a good defense. This following statement's not anything against that, but the 49ers also have, granted, they've played some good offenses this season. They've played Dallas and held them down pretty well in week 1. They played the Bears in week 2 and lost, obviously. They played the Denver Broncos and got beat down, pretty badly. But the other games they've really played, they played the Cardinals, but I don't think Carson Palmer was playing in that game. They caught Philadelphia on a bad week, and Foles threw 2 interceptions. They played the Rams twice. they played the Chiefs, who aren't necessarily an offensive powerhouse. They run the ball well, but they haven't played a lot of really good offensive teams outside of the Broncos.
Yeah.
And, maybe I'll lump Chicago and Dallas in there as kind of the next tier. But they haven't really played a lot of, big-time offenses. And if New Orleans has it going like Denver did in Week 7, you're going to have a fun time on Sunday watching this game. That's all I'm saying. I think that on the road, this Niners team in this dome, it may be at a disadvantage, and I think that maybe you're seeing some of this sharp money come in and really up this line on the Saints. It's like I said, it hasn't moved 3 points for no reason. That's so I don't know if the value has been bet out of this game now at 5.5. All the way. If you've got it lower than that, congratulations, because obviously you're doing something right, or you agree with some really smart people. So, but the Saints, it may be their breakout time, and this may be yet another time that people have bought low on the Saints. So I think we will see. I'm not sure about this game really. I personally, I might just sit back and give it a watch and watch a pretty darn good early game on Sunday. But this is one of the better ones of the week, and subsequently, like you said, it could be really close. So it might not be a whole lot of value left in these odds, even though I do think the Saints are going to win this game.
All right, Jordan, man, I appreciate the love that you're giving my team, my man. But like I say, I mean, I see a close game here. I don't think that the line is going to be a cover thing for them right now. I hope they do blow them out, because I hate the Niners, and that would be a very, very happy Sunday for me. But I want to be realistic in this case, and until the Saints actually prove me something or prove me wrong in this case, I'm not going to back them with a bet at this moment. I mean, I'd rather just do the same thing with you, crack open a beer and just sit back and watch the game.
So that sounds good. I'll be joining you from a couple thousand miles away as well.
All right, my man. As always, Jordan, it's a pleasure talking football with you, man. Look forward to doing it again next week, man.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.